Hello, Martin here with another property clinic. Hashtag Ask Martin Mondays and TV Martin Ribbers on Twitter is my things, whatever they are, handles. Are they doing my handles anymore? There wasn't handles, something to do with like when you were on a breaker 19 here, just a rubber. Do you remember that? Oh, what am I talking about? Amateur. No, what are those things called? Do you have any cars and trucks? CB radios. Do people have handles? Do they have handles still? Am I right? Yeah, I think they have handles. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, you remember that film Convoy? This here is a convoy. This is the rubber duck. The Suicide Jockey. Ho! Yeah, great film. And a film by and a song by C.W. McCall. Check it out on YouTube. It's awesome. Anyway, how are you? Laura, yeah, wow, vaccine, yay, hallelujah. Ugh, could it be the beginning of the end? I bloody well hope so. Anyway, yes, I like this stuff. If you want to subscribe, yeah, tell your friends, move. Anyway, all that kind of stuff. Right, this is question time. Liam Stanley. Hello, Liam. Hi, Martin. We're buying a new property. The legal pack shows it has a restrictive covenant from 1935 on it, but no up-to-date information on whether this is still applicable. Do you have any advice on the issue, or our solicitor hasn't been able to find out? Right, so you can take out insurance against issues caused by restrictive covenants that are on deeds. Now, it is very difficult. I'm not a solicitor, right? So you need to get legal advice on this, but from my understanding is, it is really difficult to get restrictive covenants removed from property deeds. However, you have to take a balanced view on whether it is likely that whoever has the rights of that restrictive covenant, as in they're allowed to do something. Like, for instance, I bought a house which had a restricted covenant that somebody and their heirs had the rights to roam sheep across my garden. So, really? I mean, in the time I've owned that house, which is like 20 years, I have not had many sheep roaming across my garden. So, clearly, that is sort of just... It was written ages ago and sort of lost in the mist of time. Now, it might be that your restrictive covenant from 1935 will never be called upon. But, as I said, best be safe than sorry. You can take insurance, which covers you against people calling on the rights of restrictive covenants. Way to go. Hi, mate, says Colin Wheat. Where's the best place to find rural property for sale with land attached for a small farm? Well, auctions are good, and there are specific live rural auctions, agricultural auctions, firms that specialise in that kind of property. So I would check those out and head down the auction of those kind of things route. Bex, hello Fido. Fidero. Bex, something like that anyway. I'm addicted to Homes and Hammer and even watched previous episodes on YouTube. Well done. Please, in which region of the UK can I get the cheapest properties at auction or on auction? Well, it's not necessarily all about cheap, right? It's about value for money. Never forget that. But if you look at the northeast, Sunderland, Newcastle, or areas of Newcastle, and Tyne and Wear, and the valleys of Wales, and some parts of the northern towns of like Derby, Stoke, Birmingham, parts of Greater Manchester, you will find properties that are less expensive to buy and offer great value for money than other parts of the UK. So check them out. David Williams, can you give me some tips on buying to let abroad? Don't do it. Especially with what's going on with Brexit. Come on. Really? No, listen, my biggest mistake was to buy abroad. Now, the dream is great, I get it. If you think managing a property in the UK is hard, managing a property abroad, the problems are compounded a million times. Now, my advice to people when it comes to buying abroad is absolutely do it if it's for you. You know, you might just rent it out to friends and just set your sights on earning no money from it whatsoever. You never know, then you can't be disappointed. Nick Rook, hello Nick. Martin, what's the best property that you wish you'd bought and didn't? Ooh. Oh, I'll tell you what, there was a lovely little cottage just on the outskirts of Wells. Had a big England fireplace, all sorts of lovely stuff, and just I dilly-dallied and lost it, and I really regret that. It was a poop. Mary Betamax, hello Mary. Betamax, you remember Betamax? Is that really your name, Mary? That's amazing. Betamax, for those who don't know, was a format for video recording introduced and invented by Sony. And we're now talking 30 years ago or something like that. And there was a big rivalry because Sony invented Betamax as a format and a lot of the other manufacturers, JVC, can't remember the names at the time, they introduced VHS. Yeah, so VHS took off, had a lot of backing from the studios, lots of films produced on it, and Betamax lasted for a while. It was actually, I think it was a better quality actually, but then it disappeared. So I'm sure you can find them on eBay, but blah blah. Betamax recorders, yeah, amazing, wow. Anyway, got sidetracked there. Mary, hi. Just how much did you enjoy the brilliant episode of Dave Gorman's Modern Life is Goodish? It's given me a whole new love of Holmes and Hammer. It was amazing. If you didn't see it, Dave Gorman, who's wonderful, did a great skit on Holmes Under the Hammer, and just all I'd say is just check it out. It's there online, and it's very, very, very funny. Ian Cobden, hello Ian. Where is your favourite holiday destination, and how often do you dislike a renovation on Holmes and Hammer? Favourite holiday destination? Well, in the UK, love going down to Devon or to Dorset. Love it around Wareham and Swanage and all that kind of area, which is lovely. Also Devon, South Hams, Dartmouth, you know, that kind of bit. Absolutely gorgeous. Ditcham, it's another cute little village right on the sea, gorgeous. Ditcham, yeah. Abroad, I like Arizona in America. I can go there at the moment, but I've been there loads of times. It never disappoints. Ooh, great cactuses and cowboys and coyotes howling at the moon. It really is an awesome place. So yeah, Arizona in America. Dislike renovation. You know, everyone tries their best. It's all right. This is Philip Dews. Hello, Philip Dews. Is it best to start a property business without a mortgage? What are the initial steps? I only ask that I've inherited a mortgage-free apartment, Martin. Wow, great. So it's great, and a lot of people follow that, thought of not having any debts, which is a approach. Other people decide to do what they call gear their money, where they use money they have to make more money, and that's, I guess, how the richest people get richest. So if you had a mortgage-free apartment, you could use, say, 50% of that value by taking out a mortgage against that apartment, and then you'd have, say, the apartment's worth 100 grand. If you mortgaged it for 50%, you would then release £50,000, which you could put as a deposit on another flat for £100,000. So you now got two flats with a mortgage of a total of £100,000, £50,000 in each. But as long as that mortgage was being covered and the values of those flats going up, you've now doubled your chance of income and double your chance of capital gain, as in growth in the value of properties. It's called gearing. Yeah, but it all comes down to your own personal financial circumstances, so do talk to a professional advisor, because I'm not one of those. Diane Penn Barkley, do you have a skill in DIY or just presenting? Oh, Diane, I'd like to think it comes over. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've got dirty fingernails and cuts on my arms to prove that I am. There's a cut. Yes, look at that one. That was an angle grinder. Yes, to prove that I actually do DIY, and I love it, actually. No, I really genuinely do renovate houses, and I love doing it. So thank you for the comments about presenting, but yes, I do the DIY bit as well. Adam, I think big shock horror alert here. You know that warning they do on news reports where it says this item might contain flashing images. Okay, well this particular question might cause shrieks of horror. Okay, Adam, hi Adam. Hey Martin, how's life? It's all right. I'm thinking of carpeting my kitchen this week to kill some time. Any recommendations on colours? No, you don't carpet a kitchen. That is a disastrous idea. Do not carpet your kitchen. Just like kitchens naturally have things spilt on the floor. So your carpet is going to end up like some slice of toast with a goop on the top. I mean, it is just, no. Laminate flooring, wood, concrete, bamboo, whatever, anything but carpet. So don't forget the colours. No, don't do it, Adam. No carpet in the kitchen. Insert witty name here. How do you spend your weekend? Get up to much of interest? I hope all's well looking after yourself. Yeah, a bit bored of all this stuff going on. I mean, I know we've got the vaccine coming, all the yippee days, but I just like, bring it on. How do you spend your weekends? Well, I do a bit of DIY. I do like doing DIY. I like to spend time with the kids. I like to spend time walking the dogs, going on a really nice walk by a waterfall, which is always good. And potter about, read the newspaper, watch Glee. Dave, hello Dave. How long do you spend with the buyer to get the 5 minutes to go on the show? The interviews last normally half an hour or so. We spend half a day filming the property to get what you see, so that gives you an idea. Galway Girl, do you think the show should have a segment a few times a year? They show the gambles that didn't pay off, so that people don't always think property investment has a guaranteed return, but it absolutely does not have a guaranteed return. We show everything on Homes Under the Hammer. We show all the stories, okay? It just is the way it is that the majority of people manage to make a reasonable job of what they do. So I really like it when we get the balance of people who do it and don't necessarily make any money. I mean, I'm obviously very sorry for them, but it's good to show balance, and you're absolutely right. It is not a guaranteed return, but we can only show what we can film. And most of the stuff we film turns out to be reasonably successful. Now take of that, read into that what you want. But trust me, go away, go. We do show everything. Sarah Scottson, what's the chances before and after floor plans being added to the show? I sit with a pencil and paper and try the drawings out. I think it's a great idea. I'll pass it on to the bosses and see what they say. Felicity Richardson, I received a copy of SADSVILLE today in my library. Yes! So just to let you know that the book I wrote for children and their mental well-being is called SADSVILLE, and I'm really delighted that we've just released the video of the book being read by celebrities, including David Hasselhoff, Anne Middleton, Bruno Toniglione, Kate Garraway, Ben Shepherd, Kimberly Wyatt, Jeremy Vine. It goes on. Amazing. Check it out. It's on sadsville.co.uk. Sadsville.co.uk. But we did send out a copy of the book, a special teaching version of the book, to every single primary school and every single library in the UK. So it's really nice, Felicity, that you got your book and you copy the book. So it's with pleasure from us. Doing any more? The amount of effort it's taken to get this book this far, I need a break before I do another one. But we'll just keep pushing SADSVILLE, and hopefully a lot more people will get to know about it before long. Toby is the last question. Hello, Toby. I've got a lot of moss on my roof and blocks the gutters and makes a mess on the patio. What's the best solution? Scrape off, not jet wash, and treat with biocide, fit gutter guards, hedgehogs, or just clean the gutters out regularly? Well, obviously your first option there, which is scrape it off. I don't see the problem. Well, jet washing, you're going to push water up under the roof, so you're absolutely right not to jet wash. Treat with biocide, and ideally an environmentally friendly one. I think bleach is probably not an environmentally friendly one, but I think that does a reasonable job. Gutter guards, they and hedgehogs, those are fluffy. That's not the real hedgehog, okay? That's like no, don't put the hedgehog in. I don't want to be here. No, fluffy things that sort of like go along like big pipe cleaners, not that diameter, fluffy, and they just stop the leaves getting into the gutters. So that's a good idea. Or just clean the gutters out regularly. Well, I think you need a combination of everything. Sorry about that, but you're definitely on the right lines. It's good to think about it, because a stitch in time saves 9 when it comes to guttering. That's it. Those are my questions. Don't forget, it's hashtag AskMartyMonday on a Monday. Surprise, surprise, on my Twitter, which is at @DBBMartinRoberts, @TVMartinRoberts, and then make sure you like this video, bing, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you can, and I'll be back with more of this rubbish in a week's time. And I do appreciate your questions. Have a great week.